There was a girl named Emma. Everyone liked Emma. She had a bright smile, a soft voice, and a way of making people feel safe. Teachers trusted her. Neighbors greeted her warmly. Even strangers believed her without question. If you asked anyone about Emma, they would say, "She's a good girl," but there was something no one knew. Emma lied. Not big lies. Not at first. Just small ones. Tiny, quiet lies that slipped out so easily, she barely noticed them anymore. When her teacher asked, "Did you finish your homework?" Emma smiled and said, "Yes," even when she hadn't. When her mom asked, "Did you clean your room?" Emma nodded. "Of course," even when the mess was still there. Nothing bad happened. No one checked. No one questioned her. And slowly, Emma learned something dangerous. Lying was easy. And worse. It seemed harmless. Days passed, then weeks. Emma's lies became smoother, faster, almost automatic. When her friend asked why she missed practice, she said she was sick. She wasn't. When her dad asked about her test score, she said she did great. She didn't. Each lie felt like nothing. Light. Weightless. Like a small pebble in her pocket. But she didn't realize those pebbles were adding up. One Friday afternoon, everything changed. The sun was warm. The air was calm. Students were laughing outside the school building. Near the entrance, there was a small snack table. It was for kids who forgot their lunch. There were cookies, chips, and sometimes a small box with money. Parents donated it to help refill the snacks. Emma walked past it. Then she stopped. She looked around. No one was watching. Her heart began to beat faster. Not from fear, from excitement. She stepped closer, reached out, opened the box. $20. Her fingers hesitated. Just for a second. Then she took it. Quickly. Quietly. "I'll return it tomorrow," she whispered to herself. But deep down, she already knew the truth. She wouldn't. After school, she spent the money. Candy. Chips. More than she needed. More than she could finish. For a moment, she felt powerful. Free. Untouchable. But that feeling didn't last. The next day, something felt different. The school was quieter than usual. Teachers were whispering. Students were looking around nervously. Then the announcement came. $20 is missing from the snack table. Emma froze. Her stomach dropped. Her hands turned cold. The world felt heavy. Suddenly, everything mattered. The librarian called her over. "Emma," she said gently, "were you near the snack table yesterday?" Emma's heart pounded in her chest. This was the moment. The truth, or another lie. Fear spoke first. "I saw someone else," Emma said quickly. "I think it was a boy from another class." The lie came out smoothly. Smoothly. The librarian nodded slowly. "All right." And just like that, Emma escaped again. Or at least, she thought she did. That afternoon, she was called to the principal's office. Her steps felt heavy. Her chest felt tight. Something wasn't right. The principal looked calm. Calm. "Emma," she said softly, "please sit down." Then she turned the computer screen. A video started playing. At first, Emma didn't understand. Then she saw herself standing by the snack table, looking around, reaching into the box, taking the money. Walking away. Every second. Clear. Undeniable. Emma stopped breathing. Her face turned pale. Her mind went silent. In that moment, everything inside her broke. She finally understood something she had never understood before. You can lie to your parents. You can lie to your teachers. You can lie to your friends. But you cannot lie to the truth. And you cannot lie to yourself. Because somewhere, there is always something watching. Not cameras. Not people. But you. The principal didn't yell. She didn't raise her voice. She simply looked at Emma, quietly, disappointed. And that silence hurt more than anything else. Emma wished she had been punished loudly, because anger is quick. It fades, but disappointment, it stays. That night, Emma sat alone in her room. No phone. No music. No distractions. Just silence. Heavy silence. She looked at her hands. The same hands that took the money. The same hands that lied. Tears filled her eyes. But this time, she wasn't crying because she got caught. She was crying because she saw herself clearly. For the first time. And she didn't like what she saw. She remembered something her father once said. There are always eyes watching you. Not outside. Inside. Your conscience. At the end of the day. You have to face yourself. She didn't understand back then. Now she did. And it hurt. The next morning, Emma made a decision. Not because she was forced, but because she wanted to. She opened her savings box, counted $20 carefully, placed it into an envelope. Her hands trembled as she wrote, "I'm sorry. I lied." I took the money. Each word felt heavy, but also strangely freeing. At school. She walked slowly to the librarian's desk. Her heart was racing. Her legs felt weak. But she didn't stop. She placed the envelope down and said softly, "It was me. I took it. I lied. I'm sorry." The room was silent. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the librarian looked at her and smiled. A warm, gentle smile. "Emma," she said, "telling the truth takes more courage than never making a mistake." That moment changed Emma. Not because she became perfect, but because she became honest. With others. And with herself. After that day, the urge to lie didn't disappear. It was still there. Quiet. Waiting. But now, Emma paused. Every time. She remembered the video. Her pale face, her shaking hands, and the feeling of seeing the truth. Slowly, she changed, not into someone flawless, but into someone real, because the truth is not always easy. It is not always comfortable, but it is always free. And Emma finally understood. You can run from people, you can hide from consequences, but you can never escape yourself. Because in the end, the most important person watching your life is you.